losing more than sleep those nights, losing faith, losing reasons to fight. Every dream we once held tight started slipping out of sight. We watched our future fade to gray, heard every forever start to sway. The plans we made, the things we knew, fell apart right in front of you and me. We lost our balance, lost our pride, lost the urge to always be right. We lost the version of us we planned, but still somehow we held hands. We stood surrounded by the wreckage we made. Everything we built was slowly erased, but in the ruins, bruised and scarred, there was one thing still beating in our heart. What we saved was love, when everything else gave up, when time took more than it gave back, and trust was hanging by a crack. We lost the war, we lost the dream, but love stayed breathing in between. When nothing else was enough, what we saved was love. We lost the language we once spoke, turned gentle words into cutting jokes. We stopped listening just to defend, mistook survival for trying to win. I wore my fear like a loaded gun, you carried hope when I had none. We counted thoughts like currency, forgot what love was meant to be. But even when we couldn't agree, love kept choosing you and me. It didn't shout, it didn't beg, it waited quietly on shaking legs. We could've walked away that night, called it done, called it right, but something deeper wouldn't move, a truth we both already knew. What we saved was love, not the past we dreamed of, not the pride, not who was right, just staying through another night. We lost control, we lost the plan, but love still reached out its hand when nothing else was enough. What we saved was love. We learned how heavy silence weighs, how words can wound in quiet ways. We learned how fragile trust can be, how easy it is to leave. But love don't vanish at first doubt, it stays to see what comes out. It bleeds, it bends, it waits its turn, it teaches more than we can learn. You saw me stripped of every lie, every excuse I tried to hide. I saw you tired, still staying strong, loving me when I felt wrong. We weren't heroes, we weren't brave, just two hearts afraid to break. Love is choosing when it costs you pride, when walking away will be easier inside. It's forgiveness without a cloud, leaving the door unlocked. Love is losing what you thought you would keep, to save something deeper underneath this surrender without defeat. It's bending so you don't completely break. Love doesn't promise you'll win the fight, it promises to stay through the night. It doesn't erase what we've been through, it shows us what's still true. Yeah. We stopped trying to keep score, stopped bleeding each other for more. We learned to speak without attack, to look ahead instead of back. Healing didn't come all at once, it came in moments, slow and blunt. But every step, however small, love was there through it all. We didn't save the life we planned, we saved something deeper than that. We saved the space where hearts can grow, the part of us that still said no to leaving. I don't know how we're still here, after all the damage, all the fear, but standing in this quiet truth, I finally see what mattered most. What we saved was love, when everything else fell apart. Not the dreams we once held up, but the beating of the heart. We lost the past, we lost the plan, but love still knew where to stand when nothing else was enough. What we saved was love, what we saved was love. Not perfect, not untouched, love. We were losing more than sleep those nights, losing faith, losing reasons to fight. Every dream we once held tight started slipping out of sight. We watched our future fade to gray, heard every forever start to sway. The plans we made, the things we knew, fell apart right in front of you and me. Hey. We lost our balance, lost our pride, lost the urge to always be right. We lost the version of us we planned, but still somehow we held hands. We stood surrounded by the wreckage we made. Everything we built was slowly erased. But in our ruins, bruised and scarred, there was one thing still beating in our hearts. We saved was love, when everything else gave up, when time took more than it gave back, and trust was hanging by a crack. We lost the war, we lost the dream, but love stayed breathing in between. When nothing else was enough, what we saved was love. We lost the language we once spoke, turned gentle words into cutting jokes. We stopped listening just to defend, mistook survival for trying to win. I wore my fear like a loaded gun, you carried hope when I had none. We counted falls like currency, forgot what love was meant to be. But even when we couldn't agree, love kept choosing you and me. It didn't shout, it didn't beg, it waited quietly on shaking legs. We could've walked away that night, called it done, called it right, but something deeper wouldn't move, a truth we both already knew. What we saved was love, not the past we dreamed of, not the pride, not who was right, just staying through another night. We lost control, we lost the plan, but love still reached out its hand when nothing else was enough. What we saved was love. What we saved. We learned how heavy silence weighs, how words can wound in quiet ways. We learn how fragile trust can be, how easy it is to leave. But love don't vanish at first doubt, it stays to see what comes out. It bleeds, it bends, it waits its turn, it teaches more than we can learn. You saw me stripped of every lie, every excuse I tried to hide. I saw you tired, still staying strong, loving me when I felt wrong. We weren't heroes, we weren't brave, just two hearts afraid to break. Real love is choosing when it costs you pride, when walking away will be easier inside. It's forgiveness without a clock, leaving the door unlocked. Love is losing what you thought you'd keep, to save something deeper underneath. It's surrender without defeat, it's blending so you don't completely break. Love doesn't promise you'll win the fight, it promises to stay through the night. It doesn't erase what we've been through, it shows us what's still true. We stop trying to keep score, stop bleeding each other for more. We learn to speak without attack, to look ahead instead of back. Healing didn't come all at once, it came in moments slow and blunt. But every step, however small, love was there through it all. We didn't save the life we planned, we saved something deeper than that. We saved the space where hearts can grow, the part of us that still said no to leaving. quiet truth, I finally see what mattered there. What we saved was love when everything else fell apart. Not the dreams we once held up, but the beating of the heart. We lost the past, we lost the plan, but love still knew where to stand when nothing else was enough. What we say was love. What we say, let us you win and fight. God was set enough to stay for one hand, and love us with it. Real enough if this worth it. Why? Real enough to choose us twice when the world said let it go. Love whisper this is worth holding when nothing else was enough. We didn't save who we used to be, we saved what we were meant to see. And if we ever lose our way again, I'll remember this.